Yo, this is crazy. Escaped inmate, Arkansas. A former police chief who was in prison for murder and RAPE escaped custody in Arkansas, escaped a prison. And he dressed up as a correctional officer, used a correctional officer's uniform to escape out to Sallyport. And he's still on the loose. Grant Hardin is his name. He's the former police chief of a small town in Arkansas, and he's on the loose. Considered armed and dangerous. Let me give you some information about this guy. Stay alert, folks. Check it out. All right, here's some more information. Small Arkansas town on edge as former police chief jailed for murder and rape escapes prison. A desperate manhunt was underway for a former Arkansas police chief who escaped prison where he was serving a decades-long sentence for murder and RAPE. Grant Hardin, 50, the former police chief of the tiny town of Gateway near the Arkansas-Missouri border, was serving 30 years for murder and 50 years for RAPE of an elementary school teacher. Hardin slipped out of the North Central Unit and Calico Rock at around 2:50 p.m. on Sunday. He was caught on surveillance footage escaping through the jail's Sallyport wearing an Arkansas Division of Correction and Division of Community Correction uniform. He was wearing a uniform, a prison uniform for guards. It remains unclear how Hardin managed to get a hold of one of the uniforms, and the Division of Correction is now following up on leads along with local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies. In the meantime, Arkansas State Police is asking anyone with information about Hardin's whereabouts to contact local law enforcement immediately. The Stone County Sheriff's Office notes that the former police chief, who stands at 6 feet tall and weighs 269 pounds, is to be considered extremely dangerous and should not be approached. Here's a photo of him. You see a photo of him on the left. This is what he looks like. Bald head. Hefty guy, 6 foot, almost 270 pounds. Here you go. Hardin has strong ties to Benton County, and we will be on alert. Here you go. He was caught on surveillance escaping through the jail Sallyport, pretending he's a guard. Oh my goodness, folks. Hardin had served as the police chief in Gateway, a town of fewer than 500 people, for 4 months in 2016, and served 2 terms as a constable. So he knows all about law enforcement. He also worked as a police officer in Fayetteville, Huntsville, and Eureka Springs from 90 to 1996. In October 2017, he pled guilty to first-degree murder in connection with the shooting death of 59-year-old James Appleton. According to the affidavit filed in the case, Appleton worked for the Gateway Water Department and had pulled into a parking lot to talk to his brother-in-law, then Gateway Andrew Tillman, when he was shot in the head. February 23, 2017, near Garfield. A witness said he saw Appleton's truck and a white Chevy Malibu parked behind it. The witness claimed that the Malibu driver waved him around, and when he was a few hundred yards away, he saw the Malibu speeding away towards him and turned onto a dirt road. Hardin has never provided a motive for the violent attack, and he was sentenced to 30 years behind bars. He's also serving 50 years for the 1997 RAPE of an elementary school teacher. Police collected his DNA upon his incarceration and entered it into the database, cold case. And then that popped up. Oh my God, this guy's a career criminal and then been law enforcement. This is scary. Hardin pled guilty to the rape in 2019, after which Amy Harrison, a teacher at Tillery Elementary School, gave her victim impact statement. She told how she was prepping lesson plans on a Sunday morning in 1997 and arrived at school a little before 9 a.m. Harrison went on to say that she was working alone, but after she went to use the bathroom in the teacher's lounge at around 11:30 a.m., she was confronted by a man holding a gun who forced her back inside. Police said at the time that the suspect RAPE'd her and fled the scene. Whoa! This guy's crazy. Straight crazy. And he's on the loose. Help find him immediately. And it also appears they did a show about him. If you've watched The Devil in the Ozarks, this is that man. He's roaming free around here right now. He escaped in police-like uniform and used to be a cop.
Okay, go ahead and first just tell us your first, last name, spell it, and then your title.
Sure, Brandon. Brandon, last name Long, Long, sheriff here in Stone County.
Okay, so we're talking about this escaped inmate tonight. Kind of tell us maybe what happened first when you guys got notified of this.
Sure. So approximately 5 p.m. is when Arkansas Department of Corrections notified us here in Stone County, which when I say Arkansas Department of Corrections, more specifically the North Central Unit, which is in Izard County, a bordering county to us, notified us that the inmate had escaped, which I don't have any details on that for you, unfortunately. I have some questions in regard to that myself, but I don't have any.
Yeah. Yeah. What are those questions that you have in regards to the incident?
Well, I mean, just how that he was even able to escape, to begin with. I don't know their procedures or policies or protocols there at the prison, but someone to be incarcerated for rape and first-degree murder, I would expect to be, locked down and, at least, have someone have a better eye on him than what they did. But, nonetheless, I'm sure that the prison will do an internal investigation with state police and get to the bottom of that. What I can tell you is here, at least in Stone County, we've been working closely with Arkansas State Police and Izard County Sheriff's Office, locking the roads down, trying to, ensure that wherever he is going to be searching for a vehicle. He's going to try to get a vehicle, and we don't know. We don't have any information to make us think he's going to come into our county specifically, but we feel like he is going to get a vehicle at some point and go somewhere.
Yeah. So, are you guys doing road checks right now, like any kind of road checks?
We are. So we've got the roadways leading into our county from Izard County, or at the county line, I should say, Stone Izard County, is shut down, and we are checking vehicles. Searching for him. I feel like that. I don't feel like he's got a whole lot of choice but to get a vehicle. And now whether he just steals the vehicle or he takes someone hostage with the vehicle is our biggest fear, obviously. That's one reason why we've got the roads shut down leading from Izard County. My worry is that he will take someone hostage with their vehicle, and I don't know if he's able to, if he breaks into a house, he could easily acquire a weapon, and God knows what could happen after that.
The picture that I think you guys released showed that he had a police vest on. How do you think that he got this uniform and escaped?
Like I told you, that's one of the questions I have. I don't know. I feel like that there was a lot there that took place in his escape. A lot of questions. I know that. I'm sure the Arkansas Department of Corrections and Arkansas State Police will do an investigation to get to the bottom of everything. But kind of an anomaly. Very odd.
Do we know, or do we think that he's armed with a weapon?
Well, there's no information at this point, at least that I have received here in Stone County, that he is armed or has access or does have a weapon. But he's desperate. He is going to be wet. He's going to be cold. He is dangerous. He is going to break into somebody's house. He is going to steal a car. He is going to acquire a weapon. I say he's going to. We hope that he does not. Obviously, all those things. But we also have to look at it from the standpoint of view. What's going through his head? What do we think he's going to do? And he's desperate, so he is going to be looking to steal a car or try to break into a house or, something of that nature. So,
what would you say the terrain is like around Calico Rock?
Well, you just said it yourself, very rocky, rugged terrain. It's a lot of hills, mountainous area, steep. He's going to have a difficult time navigating, in the woods, in the terrain he's in there. He's going to have a difficult time with it, especially now that darkness has set in.
So are you guys
right on top of it too?
Are you guys planning to continue your search overnight into tomorrow? I'm assuming.
So right now yes. That's a simple answer. Right now we've got barriers set up at Stone Desert County on the roadways just to ensure that he is not, stolen a car or taken someone hostage inside their own vehicle traveling into our county. And we're going to do whatever the Izard County or state police, or the Department of Corrections need. We're here to assist. Like I said, there's nothing that's been said or done that has led us to believe that he's going to be coming into our county specifically. But, we want to be prepared because he is going to be headed somewhere.
Are you guys using any kind of like helicopter or extra, I don't know, like search and rescue, boat, anything like that?
Yeah, so we don't have a helicopter here at our agency. Yeah, there's, state police and ADC is really leading. It may be even Izard County Sheriff's Office too. Is kind of the leading agencies within that search, and we are assisting, of course. But every resource is being utilized. I know that they did have some trouble earlier with a helicopter due to the weather and the cloud coverage, things of that nature. But every resource is, even drones. So
yeah, what would you say your message is for people, going to sleep tonight into this tomorrow morning?
Well, I would urge everybody to just err on the side of caution, regardless of where you live or how close or far you are from Calico Rock. Lock your doors, make sure your vehicles are locked, and, just be extra vigilant. Have a phone close to you and, be ready to defend and protect yourself at all costs. This guy is loose. He is somewhere, and, he is desperate. And desperate people, especially with previous murder charges, he's going to be extremely dangerous. So, if you see anything suspicious or hear anything suspicious, call us immediately. Call 911 wherever you are. Let your local law enforcement know so we can respond.
Okay, perfect. Anything else you can think that we missed that you want to add?
No, not really.
Okay.
I just urge the people to, there's no such thing as a stupid phone call. If you see something, hear something, call, whether it's here, Izard County, or in other county for that matter. Until this guy's caught, everybody needs to be made aware that he is still out there. Just use extra caution.
This is crazy. Definitely a dangerous man. Dude, he RAPD'd a school teacher and then became a police chief afterward. And DNA from the murder he did afterward, while he was police, more or less, he's been police all over the place. Law enforcement, then they run his DNA and catch him with the RAPE prior. This guy's sick. This guy's crazy. And this guy could definitely hurt someone again. So if you see this individual, locate law enforcement, call him. Do not approach this guy whatsoever. He has law enforcement training and experience, and he will definitely shoot to KILL for sure. All right. If any other information comes out about this guy and the prison escape, we will share on JLR Investigates. Scary times, folks. Stay alert, Arkansas, and all the surrounding states. He could be jumping states. He could be all over the place, growing his hair out, growing a beard, trying to lose weight to obscure his look. He has a very distinguished look here. If you've seen this guy, call 911 immediately. If he gets caught, we'll share it on JLR Investigates or any other updates. We'll talk soon. JLR Investigates. Stay tuned.